Having previously done a first impressions video, I suppose I should let people know how I feel about the series now that I've completed it. To further elaborate on this Saint Seiya topic, there is another video where I speak about the series, which will be in the description box. So now that I finished the Hades saga, I can say Saint Seiya is a pure shonen that really emphasizes the rotating cast of heroes, taking turns at the spotlight, and each having their own fights. It's a repetitive series, but it's done with a great passion towards heroism and bro moment! The Hades arc, like many other final arcs, tend to make me a bit conflicted. I appreciate the usage of the Gold Saints taking the lead, and at the same time, paying homage to the first major arc of the series, but I am upset for Shiryu and Ikki as they were almost pushed aside in the Hades arc. Aside from that disappointment, the actions, characters, and events occurring in Hades were superb, ending the series on a great note. But I am still upset about that Ikki scene in Saint Seiya. He got trolled so bad. My following comments about the series will be spoiler free, and take this as a brief review. As a series, Medaka Box is considered to be an over-the-top shonen, but that's not exactly right. I consider it to be a bit more satire and quirkier shonens. Most of the content is definitely over the top, but there are times that it intentionally pokes fun at itself. This is presented with antagonists Kumogawa and Ashinin, as they constantly state how life is similar to shonen manga, or multiple characters referring to events found in the many staples of anime. These remarks is what makes the series a bit quirky and tongue-in-cheek, which gives the series its own charm. However, there are times when the series can be flip-floppy in content, specifically in these chapters. Expect the series to go in a bit in the puzzle game route. There are some chapters where some of the battles are solved through a game rather than actual fistfight. It's one of those rare situations where a series relying on a more strategic approach may have made things too complicated to understand, proving that strategic battles aren't always the best in entertainment. I know most people currently like their shonens to have mind games and such, but there are times when it can drag too much with the exposition, leaving the actual battle a bit dull. Regardless, I do like most of Medaka Box and currently waiting for the Minus arc to be adapted. If you enjoy all of the anime, then you should be alright with continuing the manga series. As for the early episodes of the anime, don't avoid them, for that tone doesn't leave. While most of Medaka Box is a battle shonen, it never abandons its initial premise, where people are helped by their companions and later pursues in the romantic side of things. Again, it's a shonen series with a great conclusion. Naked Apron Senpai! Lastly, thoughts on the Toriko anime ending. Well, I don't know why changes are done, but I just accept them as it's making itself obvious that the series won't be adapted again until a decade or so. I'm not really angry at the changes as I interpret them as a rough draft of what the author wants to do, and I'm really hoping for this design to be canon. Going on caveman! To further elaborate why I like this idea of characters transforming into their appetite devils, it displays how gluttony affects their peaceful nature, thus corrupting them into these primitive beasts, which is one of the concepts of the series. Also, that Muso Tensei was epic. I am upset about the animation decrease and the unbalanced censorship in the Cooking Festival. Adaptations such as these make me hope if a new anime appears, that it should begin with the Cooking Fest and continue onwards. I'm very aware not many people like the anime, but I don't think it's a total waste, as the main problem was to reduce violence. When it comes to terrible adaptations, refer to these animes. Plus, there aren't any obstructing filler arcs unlike other series where the filler really affects the anime's story quality. As a whole, the anime is not really off from its tone because we have to admit this, guys, there are plenty of upbeat moments in the series, more than the greedy encounters. I'm just hoping people aren't disregarding the anime as a whole solely on one aspect of the series being the violence. For the rest of the anime does develop atmosphere, whether it be laid back or intense, but still manages to give an impact where it matters. What I'm trying to say is that Cooking Fest needs to be redone. The rest of the anime is fine as it is, but if you want, there could just be an OVA or movie for Ice Hell. I'm just offering suggestions.